Okay, hi all. So, just going to be working on, trying to, refine, one of the pronoun system drawings here. Yeah, it's been a difficult week to get much in terms of focus or preparation, so, yeah, don't know, do I want to start with a blank? I think I'm going to start with a blank. Yeah. So, okay, so, right, okay, I've got the original up next to me as a reference point, for this, and I'm just gonna try and, I suppose, refine, okay, so it's probably, right, okay, might better off, don't know, that would be a TS thing, more than a me thing, yeah, don't know, maybe models would be a good choice at some point, I don't know, I really don't know with this, just, yeah, okay, that's, yeah, okay, great, cool, where are drawing supplies? There are drawing supplies, there's what I'm looking for, I'm happy with this, I might not actually get very far on this, seeing as trying to keep videos to a reasonable length, you know, like around 10 minutes or so generally. I don't know, seems to generally do, it just feels about right, you know, that's about where we aim for videos most of the time. We're not great at that, obviously, you know, it can be difficult to, this isn't centered, oh well, that's not right at all, I just can't, okay, right, so, okay, there we go. That's completely asymmetrical, what am I doing? Oh. Okay, whatever. Anyway, yeah, so, yeah, this has been not the best week, you know, just, spent a couple of days ill, and, yeah, just been, you know, between that and, well, this isn't a complaint in the least, but, you know, had D&D as well, ate up another evening, which after 2 evenings being sick in bed, you know, that's 3 evenings out of a week, and, you know, we tend not to do much video prep on the weekend, you know, outside of actually, you know, filming and editing the video that's coming out that weekend, you know, so that'll be Saturday, but Sunday we like to leave for things like, you know, house chores and relaxation, you know, what of it we can get, so, you know, although it looks like we're going to be spending this Sunday doing college coursework, so, you know, yeah, we've got that to fit on Sundays as well, a lot of the time, so, yeah, it's a balancing act, essentially, of a lot of things, so, yeah, we try to, so we don't have time Sundays, and then we spent 2 days ill, and, I don't know, it can be, hard to find the time on, you know, to get things done. Like, Mondays tend to be a relatively long, difficult day, although that might have changed recently. Don't know. We're not in therapy now, so yeah, that might change how Mondays are. We used to have, yeah, I've just finished like a short stint with a therapist, essentially, because like as much as the private mental health assistance that we've been able to get through work has been good. You know, like, got us psych and therapy, which is useful, you know. Obviously neither is necessary, but, you know, would recommend both if you can find good ones. Like, we got both on a much shorter time scale than we would have done any other way. Did also come with, you know, the downside that, well, I think that's just a product of how the system works here in general. Right, it's like, sure, we can go completely private, right? We can find a therapist on our own and pay out of pocket for it and have basically as many sessions as we want to pay for, but if we're not actively paying for them ourselves out of our own pocket, right, then it's going to come with severe limitations on, like, how many sessions you get, that sort of thing. So, you know, like, you know, we got on okay with the therapist, it helped a little, so it was good to have, you know, and not complaining about it, certainly, but, you know, Monday should be a little easier now. That's not the first thing we're doing every Monday morning before a full day of work, and generally a relatively busy day of work that involves a lot of meetings as well, so, you know, a difficult day of work generally, because, like, yeah, sure, we don't mind meetings, but we much prefer days where we've got fewer meetings. Like, it's just easier, you know? Like, meetings are fine, we can do meetings, but not having meetings saves on the need to, you know, put on a front of stuff. You know. So, yeah. It certainly has its advantages, you know. I think meetings obviously are useful in ways, but I'm not going to say work shouldn't have them, but yeah, you know, days without meetings are lovely. So yeah, and then Tuesday afternoon we got sick, Wednesday we spent in bed, like all of Wednesday, having spent Wednesday afternoon and then into the evening in bed. Spent all Wednesday in bed, and yeah. So really didn't have a lot of time to prep this week, so this is what we're doing. Anyway, what's been going on with us? Beyond that, yeah, what has been going on with us beyond that? Right, probably someone new popping up. It's hard to know for certain, but or it might be it's not a new person, but someone that's not been around in a long time, I think. Given the sudden increased interest in firearms history, which isn't something anyone has really shown yet. So, like, this isn't completely new. Like, this is the thing that, well, not firearms history specifically, isn't it? But an interest in firearms isn't new per se. You know, it has occurred in the past. like, an academic interest, anyway. Essentially an academic interest, and that has returned, which implies that, don't know, it might not be, but it could also be, someone who hasn't been in front for a long time, you know, returning to sitting near front at least, which, tends to be what dictates what we're watching on YouTube at any given time. You know, like, primary frontal will be doing whatever with their day, generally, you know, whatever that happens to be, and then we'll have YouTube on for whoever's in CodeCon, generally, like, so, yeah. Haven't tracked down who that is at this point, but, you know, should be interesting, at least. Okay, yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm following the drawing. We've got long chin, long head in general, following the original. I guess that is more masculine, so that kind of makes sense. Don't know. Kind of silly to equate facial features to masculinity or femininity or whatever, but hey, it's somewhat rooted in stuff. A little bit, very loosely. Like, it's very loose and really quite silly, but hey, you know, those expectations still exist to some degree. You know, you can't, like, we are not perfect, you know, like, there's, don't even drew this, don't know, no one signed it, that's not that uncommon. Could look at the original video and potentially find out who drew it. But yeah, you know, there's, preconceived notions on things, essentially, that are, that's part of the problem with this. Okay, there we go, figured out part of the problem here. That's, should be far more like that, there we go. It's still long, but, far less so. It's not right, like, it's not, it's heavily exaggerated compared to, like, heavily exaggerated? No, it's definitely exaggerated compared to human features, like, I don't know, human feature wise, trying to do this, like, more human feature wise, this should be far more like this. Maybe that's a little too far. Okay, let's try and find. There we go. That's a lot better. And yeah. Yes, there we go. That's better. Still not perfect, but hey, it's better than it was, which is good. Still not skilled artists, but you know, hey, this is how you get better at it. So you know, shouldn't complain too much about that. Okay, right. Okay, well, I didn't get to a body at all on this one, but it has been 10 minutes, so didn't even get to the hair. It definitely needs finishing off at some point, but it's a much happier with this compared to the previous, so that's good. It's a good starting point. Yeah, okay. This system signing out. Hope to catch you all next week. Please do remember to like, subscribe, comment, especially if you've got any questions you want answered. Be happy to answer them either in the comments or in another video. So catch you all next week.